Okay, this is part two of the other one that I did because I just kind of want to like see what else is going on. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let me grab my some water because you know. Okay, so this is part two. You know, this connection was faded, but it didn't work out. Yada yada, we know that. So we're gonna see what else is going on. So the last one we said that this person was married, apparently, right? Like they got married or they're in a different relationship, and you were like caught by surprise because you're like, wait a minute, like I thought we had something going on, you know? Okay. Page of Pentacles. So, I mean, they were putting effort in the connection. I'm not even gonna lie. They were. But before they even, like, I don't know. They were putting effort. You guys were putting, like, little efforts into the connection. This is kind of like in the past, though. In the past, this person was very fulfilling to you, and they saw you as a potential partner. But I don't know if they had... I don't know what occurred, but somebody said something that made you or you got them mad or they got you mad, and something just ended up becoming kind of like uneasy. It kind of like, even though the foundation was already fragile because it wasn't very great to begin with, whatever happened, anything minor disrupted, okay? It disrupted the whole thing, and this person is very sensitive, and so are you. So I don't know, like, this connection was good, but remember how I said there was, like, a third party or a third influence that kind of, like, caused this connection to go sideways? I think it could have been that they had other interests. I don't think they were fully, like, only with you. I feel like they also had other options that maybe they were looking into. And like I said, I feel like you felt like you were being lied to that entire time. This person, you felt lied to. You felt silly for putting time and effort when they were clearly putting time and effort into other people as well, when they said that they weren't. So you're more upset about the dishonesty, because if they were with other people and you guys weren't exclusive, that's fine. You were like, whatever, go do what you want to do. But they were dishonest, okay? And, I mean, I feel like a lot of us have been in that kind of situation, so it's not like the first, you know. I know a lot of people go through the same things. It's pretty universal. You saw opportunities that I feel like weren't actually there. Okay. You saw opportunities for stability, and I feel like you saw the opportunity, they showed you opportunities, but they weren't giving you much to go on. So they said a lot of things, but didn't really, like, express it very well. I almost want to put this in the reverse. So maybe they were too cold, and you don't really flow like that. You're a very passionate person. You're a very, like, intense person. I feel like a lot is going on. I also feel like this person could potentially already be in a different relationship. And it could have been 3 years ago. Okay, this thing could have happened like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that you guys were dealing with this person. Okay, you could be a Sagittarius. I got Capricorn here. I have Libra. I have a lot of air and earth as well. Again, look, okay, they give you false hope. They were infatuated with you the same way that you were infatuated with them, but you wanted something more stable. Even though the Page of Pentacles is like a little bit of stability, not too much, it's like a little bit, it's like minimal work, bare minimum. You wanted something, you wanted more than the bare minimum, even if it was like slightly more, but they didn't give you that. They gave you false hope, and you believed them. That's the thing that really made you angry, is because you actually believed this person. What's going on in the energy right now? Okay, well, I feel like both of you have kind of moved on. You kind of left this connection abruptly, and they kind of just ignored it and just kept moving forward and just almost ignored your existence. Actually, this kind of like, I want to say they were done with you. Like, they were just like, ugh, whatever. And you were like, you know what? Ugh, F this. Like, I'm done with this person. But deep down, I feel like both of you are still feeling it. I'm not going to say they're hung up on you. I don't think that's what it is. I think that they could just simply be still thinking about you. Okay? At least, like, occasionally they're like, oh, that person, you know, like, you do kind of, like, come in their thoughts. But they don't spend too much time thinking about it simply because they had their guard up during the connection, and they will have their guard up when it comes to you. So it's something that they're still holding on to. I'm not going to say they're not, but it's still something that's in the back of their mind. But they're learning to let it go. I mean, you can let things go, but it still linger. Because, you know, there's a reminiscence of it. So that's, you know, kind of like that situation. You know, they've let it go, but they're still holding to some of it. Maybe they're holding on to the experience or, like, what you guys went through together. But you as a person, they're not, if that makes sense. But you want the clarity that you never got. You never got the clarity, so you spent a lot of time overthinking this. And honestly, I forgot what I was saying in the last one, but this ended up being a very conflicted relationship. I mean, it was fated, it was there, but someone's choices made this connection go sideways. And I feel like it wasn't just you. I feel like it was definitely them as well. They weren't sure what they wanted, and they projected a lot of, like, their insecurities onto you, and it made the connection. You wanted more, and they couldn't give you more, so they didn't like that. You wanted more, as everybody does, you know, but they weren't able to give you that, and they felt pressured. And when people feel pressured, they tend to walk away. So this is part 2. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here, and I might make a part 3.